right. What's going on, guys? We're out here again on the border of the Great White North. Me and Jeff out here cruising again. I am on my 2019 Kawasaki Vulcan Voyager 1700, and we are playing hooky today. We're going up to the Great White North to put some kilometers in, eh? So we're heading out to Toronto to kind of chill out and see the sights a little bit, grab something to eat. And while I am going out here, you know, on the way, what I want to do is kind of give you like an overview of this bike. I'll give you like the 2,000. It's a little over 2,000 miles now, but it's about a 2,000 mile review. So as we head up there, we're going to be talking about it a little bit, and I'll let you know what the good and the bad I like about it. And so stay tuned, man. Come along. All right. We have crossed over international, baby. We figured, you know, we did a lot of riding around our area. You know, of course, we beat the streets up, put a lot of miles in, and we figured today we would put some kilometers in and kind of meander our way over to Toronto. As we go out here, Jeff wanted to hit some Harley dealers, so we're going to be hitting some international HarleyDavidsons on the way. I guess there are 3 of them, I believe. But yeah, we're going to get into some miles here, get off this lame throughway, because I don't know where they're taking us here. It's kind of an overcast day, but it's only like 10%. We ain't scared. I got my rain gear with me. Jeff is bold. He did not bring his rain gear. So he's flying by the seat of his pants. He's a cowboy. Claire's Harley-Davidson of Niagara. Niagara. Okay. Let's go see what they got here. You didn't get my permission. Lots of shiny things. All right. Just a quick stop, but I figured I'd get my quota in of showing bikes in my videos, so it's important. How the hell? Oh, can't operate doors. Where'd Jeff go? I've lost Jeff internationally. So when I first got the bike, it didn't have anything done. It was just bone stock, which means that, you know, it had regular air filter on it, or breather on it, had stock pipes, and you know, it sat, you know, somebody bought it. I got it in 2024, so 2019, and it sat. It was kind of too big for the owner, I'm assuming. But no, I mean, it was, when I drove it home, it was 3 hours from my house, so I did get a good idea of how it felt on the thruway and everything. Although the footrests were all loose, so I couldn't really use them too much. And it was low on oil. It had soft tires, so it wasn't the greatest ride. It was very slow, and if I hadn't seen videos ahead of time about this bike, needing to be Ivanized and needing to be flashed before, and people feeling like they made a mistake when they bought the bike, I would have felt the same way. But I already knew at that point. I did some research, so I knew that I was going to be sending it off to Ivan. Ivan is a power sport company. This guy works with all of these bikes, and it's absolutely necessary to get done. So when I first got it, it was kind of sluggish, slow. It was, you know, but this wasn't the point of it. The point of why I got this was to crush miles and to be comfortable doing it and have the protection. But from there, I definitely had to do some upgrades. So of course I did, you know, the necessary things that this bike requires to have it running well, you know, to go along with the flash. So I got some pipes. I got the Shark Road pipes for it. Beautiful chrome pipes. I love them. They're huge, 4-inch ends. They sound great. Give it some nice flow and everything. And there was some improvement when I did that, but there's a lot of improvement when I changed the air filter, or I mean the intake. The air was just silly. It's set up on the other side of the bike, and then it flows in between the V-twin and then comes up into your intake, which is just crazy. It's just hot air in there. So that's been fixed. It's breathing really well. And I have videos all on, you know, what I've done to each individual, for the exhaust, for the intake. I also did the LEDs, got some day makers here for both of them. This thing is super bright now. I'm likely going to continue on with some maybe switchbacks or some LEDs for the turn signals. You know, that's pretty much it. I mean, I haven't really gone too crazy as far as like customizing it just yet. I did put on a set of LED lights so I can bling at night and be seen. It looks good. But the biggest thing is that I sent it off to Ivan just recently and got it back, and it's just like he said, man, it's like a new bike. There's like twice the bike here now. So the power and everything is definitely here, but for about half of the 2,000 or so, 2,200 miles or so that I've been riding it has been pre-Ivanized, and I worked up, you know, each part that I put on, and it got better and better. But I've had at least 1,000 miles now of it Ivanized and playing around and feeling the speed and everything. So I'm going to be reviewing how I feel about the bike now after all of these things are done, because like I said, if you have this bike, these things just have to be done. It's so neutered from the factory. You got to get an air intake, you got to get some pipes on it, and then you got to get it Ivanized and get it tuned up so that it's running well. So I'll be just commenting on how it's running now.
My window here and there, but as I was saying before, like the protection this bike gives, like it's imperceivable. I can see it, but I can't feel it. It's just all around. And let me close up my fence, because it has some pretty awesome fence that close up. And I don't know if you can see it, but you can open it for some air or close it when it gets wet. I'm going to close it down because I have focus on what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm gonna get clamped down. There's a little bit of sprinkling going on right now, but if the start getting some road spray, I should be okay. However, I have my Indy Ridge cross fields on, and they are not waterproof. They are ventilated actually. But I do have my rain gear if it gets too crazy. But if you have your feet like just in a real good spot, I notice only kind of the insole, the inside seam gets wet, because a little bit of water comes through that real close to the engine. So I found if I just put my feet a little bit on the edge, run about halfway off, I stay pretty dry. With waterproof gear on, oh, it's not even a question. I'm talking about absolutely dry. These absorb water. They're thirsty. That leather is thirsty and will absorb water quick. But it's not too bad actually. Oh, Jeff, I can't get in the parking lot unless I'm escorted by a Harley-Davidson. Here we are, Mississauga Harley-Davidson, appropriately named. Let's oh, Harley only? You know I gotta park here now. How dare you? Harley parking only. It's now Kawasaki parking. It's now Kawasaki parking only.
I don't know if you read the sign here, sir.
What sign? How dare you? Pretty nice day. It hasn't rained. Kind of misty, sprinkled a little bit a couple times, but otherwise a cool day. And of course the Kawasaki is just dealing with it no problem, and doing it in comfort, which is you know, one big aspect of it too, that, you know, since we're stretching out a little more, you know, Jeff got his Road Glide, the 22 Road Glide, and that's got, you know, all the bags, and now he's got this. That's more of the touring one, you know, the distant one that we'll be using. But you know, if we're going to be doing distance and we're going to be putting down miles, you know, I needed something that was going to be comfortable. And so far this thing is so comfortable. As far as like the position and all that, it came with a backrest, and you know, I know if you've seen my last video with when we did a trip with Titan, my Honda VTX 1800, it was a nice trip and everything. You know, it was comfortable and all that, but it just wasn't. You know, it didn't have like the protection and all that this one does. You know. Whoa, not like this street. That's a weird kind of lumpy street there. Alright, so we're just going to take the parking garage here because it is a lot easier than trying to find something and drive around. So, wow, this is kind of freaky. I do not like this. This sucks. It's metal, and I'm way too far away. Oh shit. Wave for ticket. I gotta back up now. This feels weird. It doesn't feel safe, I'll tell you that. It does not feel safe. We don't know how to figure this. What have you done, sir?
It says wave for ticket.
Is it wave here?
No, right here.
Oh, wave for ticket. I don't get it. I didn't get no ticket. I do not like this road. This road sucks. Holy shit, we gotta keep on going. Holy crap, that one sucked. We gotta go back up. I don't like this shit. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Wow. Do not like this garage. Wow. I do not like this garage.
No, not at all.
Whew. That was too spirally. We're here at the Eatin Center. Finally made our way through that crazy parking garage, man. That thing sucked. This is a huge place, man, as you can see. Like 3 floors, tons of people. There's some folks down there too. So I'm just gonna go check it out a little bit, and outside around the area, I guess they got some shops and stuff like that. Jeff needs to get some shoes and some other clothes and stuff, so I'm gonna check it out. Ended up going with the fish. What'd you get, Jeff? Burger?
I went with the burger.
Jeff got a burger.
Not as good as Five Guys.
Canada style. The tartar sauce tastes weird. Yeah, it's good?
It's good, but it's not a Five Guys.
Looks like a sourdough roll or something like that they got on it.
Yeah, it's pretty well.
So I've had it. That's the move. Sourdough on a burger. The place is kind of cool. Has like a bunch of different kind of stuff all in one. It's not bad. They cook the fish fresh. It's kind of cool. Alright, we ate, belly full. We're not going to do too much walking around because there is some impending storms and rain clouds heading in, so we're going to try to get to the border at a decent time to where we're not, you know, sitting there all the time. We got to go up, that's right. Alright, oh, get my big butt on here. Whew, those some good fish and chips. Not bad. tartar sauce was weird.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over track.
I was telling you to read the sign.
Alright, so I lost Jeff again. We're making a U-turn here, and it is the Garden Parkway West, not East. We went down to East, so turn my helmet on, so I should be able to receive calls. I gotta pull over anyways, and figure this out, I guess. Old school style, so I got no service out here in Canada. I'm way up here because I don't trust it if somebody comes and smashes me. I don't want it to be me. Anyways, yeah, hopefully he turns around and is coming this way, and I'll be able to see him and jump on the bike and be out. I'm gonna leave it running in case I see him. Just hopefully he comes this direction. It should be. This is the direction home for sure. If the lake is this way, then home must be that way. So hopefully his stupid Harley-Davidson directions, which got us lost 3 times, we missed our exit. Hopefully it'll do its job and at least tell him to turn around. So public work guy stopped and asked me if I was alright. I was like, you gotta, you know, I'm good, but do you got a cell phone I can call somebody? But he wasn't about to do that, so I get it. I wouldn't either. So, man, it's been like a half hour now, and traffic is picking up a little bit, and I still don't see Jeff coming this direction. But one thing, for the record, and this is being recorded, aside from Jeff, real time during this dilemma, this good gentleman here confirmed that yes, west is the way home. So I did take the right way. Technically, Jeff, you took the wrong way. I don't know, man. Wow. What would you do in a situation like this? We're in Canada. We're in Toronto. My phone has absolutely no service. I think Jeff's does. It really doesn't make a difference because mine doesn't. So relaying a message to other people back to me isn't going to work either. So it's literally just, I'm hoping that his navigation finally sets him on the right road, and it's going to be this one. And another scenario here is that I'm not too far down. I'm maybe a couple miles, 3 miles down from where we got split off. So I'm worried now that he got off very shortly after too and meandered around the side streets and actually looped past me and is past me now. But I have no way of knowing that. So what I'm thinking is this is Gardner Parkway. It leads into the QEW, but it's not quite the QEW. Any directions that winds him through eventually has to put him on the QEW all the way back home. It's like an hour and a half all the way on that throughway. So I'm thinking maybe if I don't see him in the next couple minutes, I'm going to go further down till I know I'm on the QEW, go a few miles down, see if I see him. If not, pull over again and wait there, knowing that, well, hoping that it'll eventually get him on the QEW to go home. That's the best idea I got right now. Alright, I ain't seeing him, and I'm losing light here, so to be able to spot him. So I'm going to move further up down the QEW, because I know that's the road we got to go down. And I'll wait under a bridge there somewhere.
Alright, look who that is. Finally. Yeah.
So, where did you end up turning around? Did you go far?
I came past you. You were parked on the side of the road underneath the bridge. And
Yeah.
I said, oh shit, there he is. And I think I revved like one time, whoo, and then I got off, and then right where it merges, like, and we were going to be going to the left. I got off right there, and I sat right there, and I'm like, I think I can even still see him. And then the construction guy came up, and he's like, yeah, you with that guy back there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I thought he was out of gas, so I stopped.
Yeah, he was cool.
He goes, he's back there. He didn't see you pass him. I said, no, I think he saw me. I think he jumped up.
Nah, I went further. I was figuring, like, man, if it looped you through town, I'm going to go further on the QEW, because now I know that's the road you're going to be coming home. And I couldn't even get gas because I'm like, I got to camp out on the road now before I get gas, because I don't want to keep my eyes off the road.
Exactly. I was pretty much thinking the exact same thing. I think we were on the same page for that part of it. And I sent you a text. I'm like, yeah, I'm right there. Stay right there. And then I said, I'm right up the street from you. Just come up the road. And I was like, oh yeah, he said he doesn't have service. And the guy's like, well, if you want to go around, loop around, get off of this exit, go back down.
No.
And when I did that, you were gone. You weren't there anymore. And I was like, oh shit, you got my text. So I went to the next spot where I was sitting at, and you weren't there either. I said, man, he's just going to keep going straight, and we got a link on the highway.
Yeah.
And if we don't, eventually.
I wanted to get, because it was saying Garden Park, and I'm like, I'm going to get further down in case you did wind around. Then I'll be further down the line, and I'll definitely hit you. But I'm like, what if he did already loop around me, and he's on his way back? It kind of did happen. Wow. Whew. As far as the looks. This bike has really grown on me, actually. When I first saw it, a lot of people say that, oh, it's like a knockoff of a Road Glide, but I disagree. This does not look like a Road Glide in the least. It has very rounded, bulbous, kind of 60s feel to it, with the chrome, and the front end is kind of like an old Buick or something like that, like a 57 Chevy hood. It's got that theme going, and I think I like it, man. Like, it's not a bad look. It has its own look. You can really tell that theme with the dashboard. I mean, everything is old school, readout. We do have a little bit of digital stuff here, but yeah, the whole theme is just like the old school feel. So, once I kind of look at that and kind of understood, the chrome and the kind of bubbly feel to it. It's kind of wide and rounded in the back. I mean, the back looks like a trunk or a hood or something like that with this huge emblem. So I dig the looks and everything. And performance, I mean, since it's been Ivanized and since getting the intake and the exhaust, I mean, this bike feels great. It's twice the bike it was before, even with all, those upgrades. The ECU really was a huge upgrade. For 350 bucks, man, if you own this bike and you're like, oh, it feels good to me, it's just factory, like, you could be having twice that, if not more, if you have stock everything on it. If you put an intake and some pipes and you get it Ivanized, you got twice the bike you had before. So I don't think it's winning any drag races, but it is more than sufficient for the thruway and riding along, two up, all your stuff packed down. It's got the good power now, so in its proper form, properly done, this bike feels really good, and the performance is great.
So as far as review of the first 2,000, well, about 2,300 miles, I would say the bike's been great. I love it so far. It's doing exactly what I got it for, which is, just melt down miles and do it in comfort and be fully protected. I'm loving the color. It's a shame that they only come out with like one or two colors each year, but it is what it is. it's just a monster. It's the first time that I've had a bike this heavy. This bike is 900 pounds on its own. And then with me on it, you know, we're over 1,000 pounds. So we're rolling a half a ton down the road, and you know, it's a different feel. So that's one thing that I had to get used to, is that, you know, it's a slightly different feel. You know, the other thing that people mentioned was the side mirrors here, that they were too confined, too small, too in, and everybody was getting this extension that pushes them out further. I really can't find anything wrong with the mirrors. I mean, they work just fine for me. I can see clearly. They're the same size as any other mirror, pretty standard size. So I don't have that issue. So that was one thing that I did hear in a lot of videos that turned out for me not to really be an issue. But the other things that I addressed, the exhaust, the intake, the ECU getting flashed, absolutely necessary for this bike. But in the condition of having all those things done, man, this bike is lovely, man. It's a rocket ship compared to what it was before and what this bike is just standard from the factory. So if you do get this, man, you got to get an ECU flash. Go to Ivan, check him out. You just got to put Ivanized in Google and he'll come up. It's about 350 bucks, shipping both ways. You're going to want that quick and get it back. I think it was like maybe slightly over 400 with all the rush shipping that I did, because I needed it back for the Friday the 13th run that we were doing just a week away. So, but anyways, guys, man, there's a few other things that I think I'm going to be doing. I'm thinking I may find a different solution for the foot pegs that are up here and kind of perfect that as it goes. And then just a couple other little small things that I think I'm going to be adding to it. But for the most part, this bike is just going to be, for now, staying the way it is and just doing its job. So this coming up year in 2025, we have some runs that we are kind of considering, and we're also considering another huge one. I know we did this year, we did that 9 days, 3,256 miles. We were crushing miles, man. We were riding every single day for 9 days, and it was great. I loved it. We took Titan, my 04 Honda VTX 1800C. I did a lot of things to that. You can check out the video right over here of the different upgrades that I did to try to get that more comfortable and more, you know, long distance worthy. But after that trip, it really, you know, showed me that I need a bike that's really made for doing such. So this is it. And so far in the first 2,000 miles, I'm loving it. I can't wait to really put on, you know, 10,000 more miles on this and really see what it can do. Really stack this thing up. I mean, with this, the side bags, you know, the tour pack, the side bags, and to be able to put my wet bag back here, I can pack everything. So, so yeah, we have some trips. Not exactly confirmed yet, but we're considering another big, huge trip like that, over 3,000 miles. It's going to be a lot more, but stay tuned for that. I'll give you some updates as we, you know, me and Jeff kind of work out the details of that, and we'll let you know as soon as possible. So, man, if you're thinking about getting one of these bikes, for the cost and everything, like, you know, these are going to be found $15,000 to $20,000, you know, brand new, right off the showroom. So they start off like 19 something, but, you know, most dealers are going to work with you. It's not a hugely popular bike that just keeps flowing out of dealerships, so you may have to look around a little bit. But I got mine really cheap, and this is pretty much a brand new bike. It kind of sat a little bit because, you know, like I said, I think that it was a little bit too much for the owner, and it kind of sat there because when I went to pick this up, he also had a Spider in there, three-wheeler. So he may have made that change, and this bike may have been the determining factor falling over, because I think it was tipped over. I see some painted spots here, but anyway, it was just a tip over if it did hit the ground. But yeah, the bike's been great so far. I can't wait to put more on it and take you guys along with me. And any other thing that I do, any kind of upgrade or whatever, I'll let you know. I'm going to clean this thing up because I've been riding it hard and have not cleaned it in a long time. So I'm going to spray this thing down, get it together. I'll see you on the next one.